The dreams started. Violet stirred in her sleep, strong arms wrapped around her. It felt so good she instinctively snuggled closer, murmuring softly. She'd never felt this safe and secure, and his scent, totally intoxicating. She chuckled low in his chest as she nuzzled his neck, her nose brushing his skin. She moaned softly, pressing closer, and he laughed. This wasn't right. Violet suddenly understood what was going on. It was Asher Nightshade messing with her head. But how? She hadn't looked directly into his eyes, had she? A million questions raced through her mind, but she knew she had to snap out of this dream first. She remembered a book about dream manipulation. The only way out of such manipulative dreams was to put yourself in danger. The 4-story drop outside her window should do the trick, she thought. She was ready to jump. From her window, the ground looked miles away. For a second, she hesitated. What if she actually died? Well, if that happened, at least this nightmare would be over. Anything was better than another second with this psycho. She jumped. The fall felt like forever, the wind rushing past her face. She braced for impact, but when she opened her eyes, she was back in Asher's room, perfectly fine. Oh no. What was happening? Why was she being targeted? She hadn't even done anything to get his attention. She glared at Asher, pure hatred coursing through her. This was all his fault. Furious, she stormed toward him, ready to make him pay. Other students might worship him, but she'd rather die than let him get away with this. Remembering Griffin's move, she grabbed Asher's neck. "What the hell have you done to me?" she snarled, her voice shaking with anger. Everything had happened so fast, twisting her reality and leaving her mind spinning. And then he grinned. He actually grinned, like she was some kind of entertainment. That smug, infuriating smirk made her blood boil. She tightened her grip on his neck, wanting him to know she wasn't playing games. That's when things got weird. The scene shimmered, like a dream changing. And when Violet blinked, she was on top of Asher, straddling him on the bed. All the blood drained from her face. This was Asher's world. He was in control, pulling all the strings. She tried to get off him, but he said, "Calm down, baby." A wave of calmness washed over her body relaxing against her will. Oh no, how do I get out of his manipulation, this dream? Violet wanted to freak out, to fight, but it was like all the fight had been sucked out of her. Asher adjusted, sitting up and holding Violet in his arms like they were a couple, not two people who'd just been battling for control. A blush crept up her cheeks when she realized she was sitting right on top of him. She was disgusted by this manipulative jerk, but her body wasn't playing along. It was drawn to his intense pull. She clung to what little control she had left. It wasn't hard to figure out what Asher was thinking. Not with that dark, hungry look in his eyes like he wanted to swallow her whole. They'd met only once that day, and this was the longest they'd ever talked. Yet here he was, looking at her like he'd been waiting for her forever. Violet's feelings were all tangled up, a mess of confusion. Just as she was about to say something sassy and break whatever spell he was trying to cast, Asher spoke. "You're finally here, my purple queen." What? Violet choked out, completely thrown. Not again! Confusion washed over her. Asher was again talking like they'd known each other forever, but she knew they hadn't. "For a while, I thought you weren't going to show up. You know, I was considering how to come get you. You have no idea how much work it took to bring you here, little purple." Violet was stunned. "Do I know you?" Violet finally asked, finding her voice. "Yes, my purple queen. You called, and I answered." "What?" Violet blurted out, totally lost. What did he mean? Asher's eyes locked onto hers, dark and intense. He didn't blink. Then he quoted her own words back to her. "Special skills. 1, giving amazing 2, giving a... And 3, you haven't seen anything until you've seen... Ice shot through Violet's veins. Her face went white. No, there was no way. This can't be true. What the hell? It was this creepy guy who accepted her and sent all those letters for her? Watching her shocked reaction, Asher grinned like a just cornered its prey. We are in bed right now, my purple queen, he purred, and now is the time to demonstrate your special skills. Just start already. I'm waiting. Oh no, Violet whispered. She lied on her application, hoping it would keep her out. She never imagined that lie would be the very thing to pull her in and bring her the greatest troubles of her life. Violet was nothing like she mentioned in the application. But now this dangerous alpha himself was demanding she play the part she made up. How will Violet survive this? For a good minute, Violet cursed like a sailor, a skill Nancy had once warned her about. Your mouth will get you in trouble one day, Nancy had teased. But growing up in the hood, what did she expect? Honestly, though, this situation deserved every curse word she could throw at the jerk who'd messed with her life. Regret burned deep. The signs had been there, staring at her in the face. But she'd been too focused on escaping her life to see them. No decent school would have accepted her ridiculous application. Yet they did. The scholarship? A total trap. And now here she was, practically in the lap, given their current position, of one of Lunaris Academy's resident psychos. The most dangerous one, it seemed. Her first instinct was to jump off him, but Asher's power held her like a wall. She froze mid-move, accidentally rubbing against him. Shoo! Asher groaned, his hands gripping her hips like she might disappear. He was breathing hard. I might be in your head, but this feels pretty real to me. And it could be real for you, too. His voice dropped to a low, seductive whisper as he ran a finger down her spine, watching her skin tingle. If you let me. His eyes locked on hers, a twisted invitation in their depths. But the icy glare Violet shot back said she'd sooner punch him than play his sick games. Where am I? Violet demanded. My room, he answered casually. I mean, where's my body? She snapped, frustration boiling over. After her window dive landed her right back here, unharmed, she knew this wasn't real life. This was all some messed up mind trip. Oh, Asher smirked. To be precise, your body's in your room, while your mind's here with me. Violet frowned. I didn't look you in the eyes, so how am I here? What did you do? Asher chuckled. It's funny watching you think you've got me all figured out. Besides, what kind of gentleman would I be if I spilled my secrets? Violet rolled her eyes. More like a coward. The smile vanished from his face, replaced by a darkness that made her heart jump. For a second, she thought she'd gone too far, but then his cocky grin returned, as if the chilling moment hadn't happened. Don't sweat it, Asher said, his confidence making her stomach twist. You'll figure it out, Violet, Purple. The way he said her name, slow and deliberate, reminded her he was the reason she was even at this school. She'd actually believed Lunaris had seen something special in her, that her blunt, rough around the edges application had caught their eye. Knowing the truth now felt like a punch to the gut. What do you want with me? Violet asked, staying put this time. She noticed he liked it when she squirmed, and she wasn't giving him the satisfaction. Violet had learned from the best. Nancy had pulled this tactic countless times. And even though being this close to Asher sent a rush of heat through her, Violet held her ground. He'd started this game, and if he wanted to play, she was ready to finish it.
"What do you think I want from you?"
Asher echoed, his voice laced with amusement. Violet kept her face neutral, refusing to let him see he'd gotten to her. "I don't know how long this little game of ours is going to last, but just FYI, I have classes today. I'd hate to doze off on my first day after this little rendezvous." She deliberately made it sound like their encounter was no big deal. Asher's lips twitched, clearly entertained by her defiance. Finally, he got to the point.
"Be mine, my purple flower,"
he said, his tone full of arrogance, like he was offering her the world.
"Be my queen. Rule with me. Rule with us."
Even though she half expected something like this, the sheer audacity of it still shook her. Violet's initial shock quickly turned into a sneer. "In your dreams, Asher Nightshade."
"Good thing this is my dream then. So you're mine now, Violet Purple."
"What?" The blood drained from Violet's face as his words hit her. "Oh, hell no. That's not what she began. But before she could finish or take it back, Asher's grip tightened. The warmth of his hand felt like a brand on her skin, and her heart started hammering so hard she swore he could hear it. The air thickened as his hand moved lower, his fingers tracing her skin inch by inch, each touch sending shivers down her spine. Violet realized she was holding her breath. Why, though? She couldn't tell if she was more terrified or turned on by the thrill of his hand moving so close to her core. As its fingers grazed her inner thigh, the tension coiled tighter inside her, making her heart skip a beat. She couldn't believe she was letting this happen, but part of her wanted to see how far Asher would push it. Besides, it was just a dream. What was she scared of? But just as Violet thought he was going to touch her, he stopped. Their eyes locked, the air crackling between them, neither one willing to give in. Then, a maddeningly slow smile spread across Asher's face. It was the smirk of a guy who knew he was in complete control.
"I think I'll save that for next time,"
he murmured, his hand lingering just long enough to send a final jolt of heat through her before pulling away. He was clearly enjoying the effect he was having on her. "There will be no next time, jerk. Now let me go," she spat. Asher raised an eyebrow at her tone.
"You do realize you're the only one who can talk to me like that and get away with it?"
"If you want to kill me, just do it. I'm not begging."
"Now, sweet Violet," he purred. "Why would I go to all this trouble to bring you here just to kill you? Why would you even think that?"
"Then what's your game?" she demanded, suspicion blazing in her eyes.
"What king in his right mind would kill his queen?"
he said, leaning closer to inhale her scent like it was some kind of addictive drug.
"You're precious to me, my purple flower."
"Okay, Major Creep Alert," Violet muttered, edging away. "I'm done here. Send me back, now." This was all kinds of messed up, and she needed to get back to the real world.
"Sure thing,"
Asher replied smoothly.
"But first, I need a little something to remember you by."
Before Violet could even process what he meant, Asher reached behind her head, and a soft snip echoed in the silence. Looking down, she saw a lock of her purple hair resting in his palm.
"You!"
Violet exploded. Pure, unadulterated rage surged through her. Nobody messed with her hair. She wanted to strangle him, right there and then. But before she could lunge at him, Asher just laughed.
"Later, my queen,"
he said, and Violet felt like she was free-falling into a bottomless pit.
She woke up with a gasp, drenched in sweat. The early morning sun was just starting to peek through the blinds, and her roommates were still out cold. She bolted to the bathroom, her heart pounding in her chest. She needed a minute to catch her breath, to convince herself it had all been just some crazy nightmare. Checking herself in the mirror, she was relieved to see her clothes were where they should be. Okay, so it was a dream. Still, a nagging thought lingered. How did Asher know what she was wearing underneath? But that worry quickly vanished when she spotted something way more disturbing. Her hand flew to her hair. A chunk was missing. She ran her fingers over the jagged edge, a cold dread washing over her. No way. Violet stumbled back from the mirror like it had suddenly caught fire. So it hadn't been a dream, but that made zero sense. Asher was playing mind games with her, messing with her head. That had to be it. This whole dream thing, the missing hair, was all some twisted way to freak her out, to make her question what was real and what wasn't.
Hey amazing viewers, it's Voilette here. Thanks for sticking with us. By the time of the release of this video, only 7.3% of our viewers have joined the party by subscribing, and 92.7% of you might miss out on our next mind-blowing video. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the exclusive club.